Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 12. I can't keep track of these things. I do so many videos, both here and on Instagram. They all kind of just blend into one. But I think we're on episode 12. Sorry if I'm wrong. Anyways, today we're going to be building a rear bumper. And if you're on Instagram, you've already seen me build the back half of the car here. I restyled everything. Like I said, I encourage you, go to Instagram, give me a follow on there, and you'll get a lot of up-to-date stuff on there before these videos come out. But yes, so I restyled the rear half of the car, and now it's time to build the actual tire carrier slash bumper for the back of the car. I know I was saying, I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as if I'm going to do anything to the back of the car. I just sat here and stared at it, and I was just like, yep, that's happening, because I don't really like it. So, I restyled it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let's get started. So, on my Instagram, I posted a poll yesterday. Basically, I like to do these polls, and it's just one of those things where I put them up there to get people's insights and help me decide on what to do, just because I'm always on the fence about a lot of things. Like, what do I do? And on my poll, I put, hey, do you guys think the tire would look a lot better at an angle or if it was flat? And majority vote said at an angle. So that's what we're going to go with. I think it's a good look. I don't even really know how I'm going to design this. I have an idea of how I want it, but we're going to come up with this together. So stay tuned, and I'm going to make some measurements, and I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out some tube. I'll be right back. So off camera, obviously. I'm trying to shorten these videos for you guys, so you guys don't want to see notching and all this stuff, measuring. I get that. I've got these tubes here, which I've notched, and hopefully are all right. You can see right there, and that's pretty much how it's going to be right there. Now, to me, this is one of the hardest things to do. I don't know why. It just is. Because you're dealing with 3 different elements. You have a left tube, a right tube, and a rear tube like this. Sorry, that was probably really retarded. You have a left tube here and a right tube, and then this one here. And the point of it all is you have to make sure that both left and right tubes are on the same height, and then you have to make sure that they're level and even, and then you tack them, and then one breaks off, you have to make an adjustment. It's just, I always struggle when it comes to making rear bumpers like this, because I want to make it perfect and I want to make it straight, and it's always just a task. I have minimal tools. I don't have all the cool things that would make my life easier, so I just do with what I have and what I can, and we're gonna make it work. So like I said, I put out a poll saying, hey, do you guys like it straight or flat or angled? I kind of went in the middle. It's angled, yes, but it's not quite like totally angled. It's kind of flat, because I do like the way that looks. My main concern with everything, honestly, is protecting the exhaust. Because the exhaust is right here and it comes out, I have to protect that as much as I can without essentially sagging the whole rear tire off the back and protecting it, making it look like it's like a German Shepherd or something, you know, when they're like sitting really low in the back. That's not my style. So what I'm gonna do, and you might watch me struggle here, and start trying to finagle these tubes and make sure that they're okay. It might end up good, it might end up bad. I might use these blocks to my advantage, but you guys are gonna see it, and I'm sure I'll tell you just how bad it is pretty soon. So I want to do a quick little product that I want to show you. And I'm not sponsored, not affiliated, but something that I use a lot on the shop are these guys right here. This helps strip off all the mill scale on these things, and it does such a good job. I picked these up off Amazon fairly cheap. I think they were like 15 bucks, maybe 20 bucks for like a 4-pack. And they work absolutely great. Look at that. Always dropping things. But it works really good. Takes off all that mill scale and it looks really good. I will link the product down below, because I think if you're doing something like this, you're fabricating, I think it's a good idea to clean off all your mill scale. I mean, it's the proper way to do it. But this makes it super quick, super easy, and it's not terrible. So I like it. If you guys want it, down below, check it out. Now back to this. So it's essentially going to go like this. See what I'm talking about, struggling? It's essentially going to go right there. This one's going to go right there. And then I found a piece of scrap laying around. I'm going to use this. My dad kind of always taught me, you know, use what you got. And right now I'm running really low on tube, and I found this guy just laying around. So this is going to be the main part of the bumper. It might be a little bit too long. I'll have to cut it down, but it is what it is. It'll be okay. Let's throw a tack on this guy. I know this isn't how you're supposed to properly do it. I get that. People are probably laughing at me like, look at this idiot. But it works, right? So at least it'll get the gist of everything together. Well, I didn't really want it this wide. Sorry. You're on a tripod right now. I didn't quite want it this wide back here. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out this guy and grab center and see where we're at, so that way I can make sure that I'm completely even on both sides. How I find center is usually, I've already made previous marks from when building the cage. I use this chalk line, you know, like a chalk line you use for like woodworking and things like that, construction. Yeah, it works good. Yes, I get it. I understand that like my block of wood situation probably isn't ideal. I get that. Low budget fabricator here. So what I did was I basically used this string to find the center of the car and then make marks along the way. You see right there. To find the center of the car. Then when I'm down here, I can measure from here to here, get that distance here to here, and find the center of that, which makes it even. Trying to square up everything, make everything as true and plumb as possible with this whole car. everything, checking angles, making sure everything is just perfect. So with this being said, I know that my block situation is fairly square, or even, I should say. That's pretty damn close to almost straight. Well, this, hang on. Ah, damn it. Always struggling, man. And I've told you this before. On the bottom side of this, there's a lot of buildup that gets on there. So you have to make sure that it's nice and cleaned off, or else you're not going to get a proper measurement. But if I put that on there, come on. You know, okay, so I'm off by a couple, 0.3 of a degree, which is not very much, right? So I know that when I actually final weld everything, I will make sure that everything is at 0. But for right now, being 0.3 as a general, hey, tack and play stuff, I'm good with it. I'm good with 0.3. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, hopefully I'm gonna take my blocks of wood off here, and then the heck's in here? Sorry, I got distracted. Squirrel. No, there was like a dragonfly in the shop and it's bouncing around. Take these blocks of wood and hope my tacks hold.
Today, Junior.
Gosh, that's hard to say. Oh, dang it. I just moved this out of the way and it went down. It was down even lower. So I said 0.1. So 0.1 is pretty damn good. I'm good with it. Let's take this off here. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Ah! Oh, it held. There we go. Then I'm going to grab my trusty scrap. Put that there. And that's kind of what it's going to look like. I obviously have to cut it down. I want it to be more like that than like that. So yeah, you take an inch off of it. Should be good. It's not square with that tube right there. So, and you can see the cope on this one is off. There's a big gap right there, so that can't happen. This one's perfect. Yeah, got this tube prepped. I had to make some adjustments to this guy. It was off by a hair, so the tube was kind of like sitting this way. Not that dramatic, I understand, but it was sitting like this, so I had to cope it, grind it down a little bit, and now we're sitting good. So we're gonna go ahead and tack this in place. So that's basically what it's gonna look like right there. Now that tube is even with that tube. This tube is now in place. It's all tacked in. Let's see how far we are off. Please go to 0. Boom, baby. Crossing my fingers. I'm gonna be gentle about it, as much as I can. 35 or 33, there's an inch more on each side, which brings there. In here, there's still plenty of room to run 35. Because I have to protect my exhaust, I have to run another tube that basically goes, let's see, that basically goes from here down here. I honestly don't like the way that looks. And I wish there was a way around it, but there's not. I might honestly run, like, I have some 1.25 inch tube over there. I might just run like 2.25 inch tubes down there. And that's just an added protection for the weight coming down off the tire. Because I don't have the room to run a support bar, I mean, I probably could put a gusset right there, but is that small little gusset really going to work? Will it help? Probably not. So what I'm going to do is weld all this up, and I need to make basically like a little number plate area right here to protect, to basically where the tire would sit in. So that's next. But for now, I'm really happy with everything and the way that looks. I'm going to go ahead and weld that in, and then we can work on the rest of the stuff. I went ahead and added this top tube, uprights, and now we're doing some supports right here to basically catch the tire right in there, as you can see it. So I'm gonna have a place to have my hook right there, a little tab. But that's pretty much what the rear bumper's gonna look like. I'm gonna tack it up really fast, and then probably weld it up, and we'll end this video. But I'm stoked. Alright, that's it. So, this is a good tire carrier. I'm really excited how it turned out. Just the whole styling of the car itself. So, everything looks pretty damn good. Sorry, this place is a nightmare. What I'll do is I'll put the tire on there really fast for you. Actually, let's see if I can do it with one hand. Sorry. So, bam. There you go. So this that I just put in there right there hits pretty damn good there. Almost perfect there. I'm probably not going to butt it up this far back. Ugh. Sorry about that. It'll probably be more up top, so there's a gap right here for my strap. Let's see. Let's give you a... Always making a mess. That's what I do. But I want to give you a perspective on what it looks like. It's looking pretty damn good. The whole car is looking really good too, but just in general, if you look at just all the whole styling of the car, everything looks really good. Well, that's it for this video. It is super hot. Once again, another heat wave for the next 4 days. So my time in the shop is limited. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. Share it with your friends. Try to get me up in the algorithm. If you can, it's the least you could do. Give me a thumbs up, comment, share it with your friends, share it to your social media. Help me get some more subscribers, get some more eyes on this car. Really putting in a lot of work, so I appreciate all you guys tuning in. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. But for now, I'm out of here.